The Golden State squad coming through the tunnel earlier, with the Warrior faithful anxiously awaiting their arrival on the floor. There it is, the Ferry Building in San Francisco, just down the road from our broadcast setting tonight. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Gallinari is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Wiseman in at the center, filling out the middle. Collins wide open, he fires. A three-pointer off the mark. Wiggins finds Curry. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Back to Young, beyond the arc. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
And you just got to love Steph's passion for the game. Even his pregame workout has drawn attention.
G.A., let me give you this little story. One time in high school, he got so pumped before a game, he actually hurt himself. He jumped up, hit his forehead, and had to get stitches. The man just loves to play, and he loves this game.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Wiggins. It's blocked. Young against Curry. Young passes to Capella. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on James Wiseman.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Stolen by Collins. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, earlier I spoke with Lloyd Pierce. He pointed to Klay Thompson as one of the game's great streak shooters. Coach said Klay can bury you with a couple of quick runs. We have to counter that with streaks of our own. Sounds like there could be some fireworks here tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Young kicks to Gallinari. From down in the low post, it goes.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Hunter comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Gallinari.
When you think of this skinny kid that first entered the league, and then now you see his biceps, Stephen Curry has been putting in work.
Here's Rondo. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
and a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Curry, out to Thompson. Launches a three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Herter. Now Rondo, just 4 to shoot. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Wiseman. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Dunn, he's checked in for Atlanta. .50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 11 feet away. Got a hand on it. 3-on-3. And there's another turnover by the Warriors. The Hawks trail by 10. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Herter. He's covered by Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hunter inside. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. And Wiggins throws it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
A shot by Reddish, no good. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 12. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And earlier we spoke at...
Realize how easy it is to get looks from them.
Greg, you think about the championships they've won together. Incredible connection between these two.
Yeah, I mean, they have different styles, play different positions, but both are tough, competitive, and step up when it matters most.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Hawks, it's Reddish and Hunter teaming up at the forward spots. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Herter in at the 2. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Wiggins finds Green. Golden State moving it around. Here's Curry. It's tipped. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A versatile wing with a good overall skill set. Reddish has a bright future in this league, and I think his peers would agree.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Back to Young. And the lead is down inside single digits.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
It's Curry outside. Atlanta with the rebound. And the wide open shot from Reddish. No good with the triple. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Stephen Curry's catch-and-shoot jump shot is one of the quickest in the league.
Young dishes to Capella. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Curry, good.
Ran at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Thompson from long range. The Hawks trail by 7. Gallinari attacking. Not going to go that time. Wiggins with some nice D. Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Young with no one around. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And finish off by Collins.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
For Atlanta, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Young outside. The Trae. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Young passes to Capella. Young against Green. Green with the block.
You know, so much of Draymond's rim protection comes from positioning, but this time, he just flat out went got it.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And another 3 for Golden State.
Stephen Curry with the pull-up jump shot. You cannot back off him. He will scorch you.
Young, nice jump shot from the top of the key. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And that concludes the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first half. Was all about Stephen Curry. He had 25 points, 2 steals, and that's a...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiseman's out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his third assist on the night.
The advantage of having a point guard you can trust. Steph Curry has one thing in mind. How can we score?
Now the Warriors moving it up. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 15.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Thompson for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Atlanta making some changes. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. The pass to Hunter. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Terrific energy from Curry on the defensive end, using his quick feet and great contest on the shot.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Here's Capella. Young in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 10 points in the game.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
It's Curry with the drive.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
You can see Kevin Huerter's been working on this. Taking contact and completing the play.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Here's Curry. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter.
Tremendous day at the office for the former NBA scoring champion. Steph on a mission.
Here's Reddish. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Atlanta making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. A shot by Reddish, no good. Warriors leading by 12. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Okongwu. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
4-on-3 break. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Here's Okongwu. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
John Collins, he's checked in for Capella. It's stolen by Reddish. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Dunn's running.
In the open court, that's where Chris Dunn can really let loose, creating havoc for the defense.
Pass to Wiseman. Wiggins outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The Warriors took a big chance on trading for Wiggins. The Wolves were so desperate to get rid of his contract, they added a top 3 protected first-round pick into the package.
Free throw good, Wiggins.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Rondo. 36 seconds left to play here in the third. He's off on that one. The Warriors go the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Curry with the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Rondo, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
On the wing, Wiggins. Gallinari covering, and stolen by Dunn. From deep, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors lead by 11. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Trae Young. Collins is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard.
Stephen Curry driving the basketball has a nice knack to be able to, once he's inside the paint, to draw the fouls.
And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
The Hawks trail by 13. Bogdanovich wide open. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Unselfish play by Gallinari, a natural-born scorer, showing a willingness to facilitate.
It's Curry outside. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Jacks up a three. Bogdanovich, no luck. Warriors leading by 10. Fires for three. And that's good. Steph Curry for three. Curry's got 39.
Steph, maybe the best shooter we've seen from beyond the arc. Pretty.
Puts one up. Collins in the post. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to wheel his team to victory.
Green with the block, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Reddish, he's checked in for Gallinari. Capella kicks to Young, shoots over Curry. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Young.
This is Young's game, ready to fire as soon as he touches it.
Basket good. Curry's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Young drives in. The three from Bogdanovich. And the three ball is good. Bogdanovich has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hawks. They double team Curry. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's foul number 2 for him. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 10. And there it is for him.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Curry with it. And guarded by Capella. Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Curry passes to Thompson. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Wiggins from outside. That shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Knocked away. Top of the key, Reddish. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Thompson.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steph Curry.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Wiggins against Bogdanovich. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And it's just competing. Giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Curry against Young. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's started closer. Good.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
It's Curry with the drive. That one drops for him. Curry's got 45 points.
Stephen Curry is just ridiculous. So wiry, strong, and deceptive of getting to the teeth of the defense.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.